What's up, guys? This is Chad Hogan, and you're watching Chad Hogan Live. Finally, after 10 years of waiting, the Xbox gets an MMORPG. No, I don't want no RPGs on my Xbox, said Don Matrick. I've always questioned why Xbox, the leader in online gaming, never got MMORPGs. They always went to PlayStation or PC. But this is Dungeons and Dragons Neverwinter. No, it's not Neverwinter Nights. It is not the BioWare game. It is a fairly standard MMORPG that isn't very different from something, say, like World of Warcraft. The battle system is cooldown oriented and real time. It has a colorful, somewhat realistic look, but it still kind of reminds me vibrantly of World of Warcraft. It's pretty obvious that's where the influence lies. And on PC there's a million of these things, but it's special because it's on Xbox, and finally the Xbox gets a fucking MMORPG. Like, what did we have to do to get an MMORPG? What Neverwinter has going for it is the fact that it has very little competition. It's a free download, and the only other MMO on Xbox One is Warframe. This is the real World of Warcraft style MMO that I've been waiting for since True Fantasy Live Online was announced decades ago for the original Xbox. Decades, people! This isn't meant to be a full review of all the endgame content and everything in it. This is up until this point that I'm telling you how it is, and I'm actually having a lot of fun. Everybody seems to be playing this game on my friends list, except for you, leader. I don't know why. I cannot help but feel that I want to play more of it. I'm addicted to it. I enjoy building characters in RPGs, and I really think that this game has the possibility of being something that the Xbox community will enjoy. In lieu of just building my character and finding loot and making my guardian something that I'm proud of, because darn it, Tyrese Jackson is mine and my own, and that is a visual representation of who I am. This is indeed a game that I would like to continue to play more. This is Dungeons and Dragons Neverwinter, and on that note, turning the page, we go to the complete opposite of a Western MMORPG. This is Final Fantasy Type 0. Now, what the hell is Type 0? Well, I'm guessing that's referring to Class 0, the stars of the game. Yes, the stars of the game. Final Fantasy Type 0 from Square Enix is a remake of the 2011 PlayStation Portable port. Final Fantasy Type 0 is a hack-and-slash action RPG that, in my opinion, is more of an RPG than Final Fantasy XIII ever was. You have 14 different characters to play as. You will play as most of them, and you will have to level them up in between missions in order to progress in the game. You will level during missions, but if you're not a high enough level already, you're just going to get owned. It was a fair and balanced game. I didn't find that it was too hard, but there were some challenging missions that I definitely needed to go back and level my character a bit. The game is a good, standard hack-and-slash RPG that's a little bit different than previous Final Fantasy games. Do not expect Final Fantasy VII. This game could have been a $20 download. And if you can look past the fact that it is a PSP port on a next-gen system, you will have a lot of fun with Final Fantasy Type 0. If this is your first Final Fantasy game, I'm not sure I'd recommend it, because it's not really Final Fantasy. But if you're an avid, seasoned Final Fantasy gamer, you will find a cool, hardcore RPG that's worth playing if you're willing to put the time into it. If you enjoy a good hack-and-slash RPG, don't be afraid to canvass the streets of Final Fantasy Type 0.